Hi guys, this is Paige from Paperbacks and Lattes, and today I will be doing the Finally Fall book tag. So I don't know who the original tag is by. I think I heard that it is no longer exists on BookTube, but if it does, I will try to find it and link it down below. But I know a lot of people has done this tag, and it's pretty popular around BookTube, and it's finally fall, so I thought that I would do it also. So there are some questions and I will go ahead and get started. The first one says, in fall, the air is crisp and clear. Name a book with a vivid setting. And the first one that came to mind is The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker, because when I was reading that book, the book is set in Alaska, and it just you felt like the description was so clear and vivid that you felt like you were there walking in the snow and everything. It was just such a vivid, clear description of the setting that they were in Alaska. And so that was the one that really stood out to me. The second one is Nature is Beautiful but Also Dying. Name a book that is beautifully written but also deals with a heavy topic like loss or grief. And of course, the first one that came to mind for this one is Full Tilt by Emma Scott. This one it's a beautiful, beautiful story, but is also full of loss and heartache and grief and will just leave you devastated. But then the second book comes in and kind of saves the day. But that was the most emotional book I've ever read, so I had to include that book for that question. The third one is Fall is Back to School Season. Share a nonfiction book that taught you something new. I don't really read nonfiction. I only read fiction. But the only thing I could really think of was when I was pregnant with my first child, I read What to Expect When You're Expecting by Heidi Murkoff. I read that diligently every evening, every night. I would sit down with my book and I would read. I read that throughout my entire pregnancy. It just really helped me a lot, knowing what to expect and whatnot. I also relied on the internet, but that one was just like, I kept it on my bedside table and I would just read it every day. The fourth question is, in order to keep warm, it's good to spend time with the people we love. Name a fictional family, household, or family group that you would like to be a part of. And this one was super easy because I just read the first book in the Morgan Brothers series by Lauren Rowe, and I absolutely loved the Morgan family. So I would definitely say the Morgan Brothers series by Lauren Rowe. The fifth one says, the colorful leaves are piling up on the ground. Show us a pile of fall colored spines. And I really don't have that many books compared to most booktubers. I don't have the room to collect them, and I just don't spend a lot of money on physical books. But I did scrounge up a few, and so this is my best fall color stack I could come up with. So kind of got the gold with the yellow and the brown and the red and the orange. So this kind of stack reminded me of fall colors. The sixth one says, fall is the perfect time for storytelling by the fireside. Share a book wherein someone is telling a story. This one was kind of difficult. I had to really think about this one, but the one that I finally decided on is the Bromance Book Club by Lyssa K. Adams, because in the story, the guy joined this book club, this romance book club, and it's this group of guys who are in the club, and the book that they give him to read is like an historical romance, and so he's reading that romance book in the story, so it's kind of like you're reading a story in a story. So that's really the only thing I could think of by that. So I don't know. Well, it works. 7. The nights are getting darker. Share a dark, creepy read. Okay. I am a chicken. I do not do scary stuff at all. I used to watch some horror movies, but I had to quit on that years ago because it just sticks with me and terrifies me, and I just cannot do dark and creepy. Recently, it's probably about a couple months ago, me and my husband watched It, the movie It, and even though my husband, he was like, that is nothing, it scared the crap out of me. So I'm not into dark and scary. So I will just let you know the darkest romance I have read, which is the With Visions of Red series by Trisha Wolfe. I just recently read the first three books in that series, and it deals with this serial killer who is killing these people, and he is stalking the heroine in the story, which is she's like a profiler for a detective profiler, and she's trying to catch the serial killer, but he's also out for her too. And there was just some really dark, creepy moments in this book that kind of scared me, to be honest. It was such a good story, but I cannot do scary, and there was just parts of it that was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, that would probably be my most dark and creepy read. Number 8 says, the days are getting colder. Name a short, heartwarming read that could warm up somebody's cold and rainy day. So I chose Hearts in Darkness by Laura Kay. This is a short read. This is the first book in the series, and this has to do with a girl and a guy who get on this elevator. They don't really see each other before the lights go out, and the elevator gets stuck. And so they're in complete darkness with each other. They don't even know what each other looks like. They don't know each other. They're complete strangers. And he has this terrible anxiety from trauma in his past. And so she tries to help him through this. And so they spend hours on this stuck elevator, and they get to know each other. And it's a really cute, heartwarming story, and I really enjoyed it. So I thought that would be a perfect one for this one. Number 9 says, fall returns every year. Name an old favorite that you'd like to return to soon. Usually I would say like Birthday Girl or one of those, but I just did a video of some of my favorite fantasy books, and I was talking about this one series, on one book in particular, and I want to read it again so bad, so I had to include this book. It is GRACELING by Kristen Cashore. It is number 1 in the GRACELING Realm series, and talking about it made me want to read it again, so I'm gonna have to read it again soon. I need my GRACELING fix. So that is the one that I chose for that one. Number 10 says, fall is the perfect time for cozy reading nights. Share your favorite cozy reading accessories. So my number 1 cozy reading accessory has to be a cup of coffee. I just had this mug out because this was the one I've been drinking out of. This is my newest mug anyway. Isn't it so cute? It's a black cat. So anyway, of course I have to have my cup of coffee, have to have a pair of leggings on if it's, cold enough. And I live in Florida, so it doesn't really we're just starting to feel some cold weather, so that's exciting. But I have to have some leggings and just like a comfy blanket. So those are my cozy reading accessories. And number 11 is spread the autumn appreciation and tag some people. I'm not going to tag specific people because I know this tag is super old. I'm sure most everybody has done it by now. So if you want to do it, feel free. If you want to answer the questions in the comments below or make your own video, go for it. So I tag everybody. So I've had fun making this finally fall book tag. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!